Hey everybody, welcome back to the Lamplighters League. I'm just sitting here like listening to the music. The menu music is so good. Like, they've really just nailed the whole vibe of the game. Everything just meshes so well, and I'm really digging it. We're going on our first rescue mission here. The Spy in the Dark. We're going to recruit Celestine, an occult assassin, and Sneak with mind-altering powers. Before we do that, though, Locke does have something he wants to talk about, so we're gonna do that, and then we jump in.
Hey, boss. Just inspecting the casks. Looks like you've been doing the same. Well, it's bad luck to drink alone. What are we drinking to?
To the Lamplighters.
Oh, you're lamplighter drunk. Well, the casks look good, so I'll just take this bottle and go.
The undrawn hand. It responded to them. I hoped, but I didn't expect. What do these mercenaries have in common with the Lamplighters of old?
Yeah, see, this is cool because to this point, we haven't learned a lot about what the Lamplighters actually are, or who they were, or how we are related to them, so this is kind of neat.
All questions are answered at the bottom of the bottle. Now, if you'll excuse me.
The Lamplighters were heroes, paragons. We stood for something. But it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough to stand against the banished court. And now I'm all that's left.
Got it.
This world is fresh out of heroes, Captain, and the court is closing in. So I must go to war. Not with the Lamplighters, but with scoundrels, thieves, and killers. A losing hand. But they're the only cards I have left.
This must be some damn good scotch.
If this is the game I must play, I will play it to the bitter end. The Great War proved that the court could withstand a cavalry charge. Let's see how it fares against knives in the dark.
There's a phrase that says, do the best with the cards that you're dealt, essentially. And this game kind of plays on that in all senses, which is fun. Okay, Celestine, let's go. Our agents are already assigned. We've got just bandages. You can see we've got some different health and stuff because we've leveled up our guys a little bit. But let's get going. I've nearly found the last of the Lawyers. Celestine may just be the kind of agent I need, a stealthy infiltrator skilled with both blades and the most dangerous of mental arts, with just as much reason to hate the court as I. There is a catch. Powers like Celestine's come at a cost. I wonder how much longer she has before the doom that stalks her order finally catches her as well.
All right. Let's go rope this woman into Mr. Locke's strange quest for an electric tower.
Keep an eye out for Strum or his people, too.
Steady as she goes.
Okay, right off the bat. Orders typed on court letterhead. The last of the Couronne de Laurier has been sighted. The acolyte that brings her in will be handsomely rewarded, and I intend to claim that prize. I've deployed a team to track and neutralize her. The Lauriers have been trained, or have trained their polecats well, but this one won't be able to escape my falcon. Soon the last vestige of these stargazers will be wiped from the earth. Little Magister letter there. I don't suppose... yeah, no. So, what I'm seeing is, whenever we start a level, always check behind us. I think, each start so far, we've seen things, or found things that have been helpful.
Don't mind if I do.
And it might not seem like a lot, but these little 10 supplies here, 20 supplies there, that's gonna add up big time. Okay, so we already have action.
Observers and sharpshooters. The court's sentinels can detect and eliminate even the stealthiest operative with terrifying accuracy.
We got snipers. We got snipers. Okay, they are all kind of grouped up, which is good. I am seeing a little bit of a water barrel situation. We'll take advantage of this. And then we will ungroup these guys. And Eddie will no doubt try to get their attention here. We'll wait for them to come back. I was originally thinking, oh, maybe we'll do her charge and just take them out. But this can work. This can work. This will probably work. Oh, They see the water, I guess.
Say, what's that over there?
I don't know, but you guys better go check it out. Not all on the water. Oh, I love it. Let's go loud. Now, let's start here. How aggressive do I want to be? Let's say fairly. And we'll do a little, light them up. No, because that's for 4 targets, but you can't stack these. We just do his dual shot. Might be better. So we'll add this one. Might even just hit him twice. Yeah, actually, we don't have a target on that one, so I'm fine with that. Okay. Now, she does have that new thing, that stick and move. And then over here, we have the running shot. Deals 50% damage per evade stack on Latif, an extra 50%. And he gets a free move action. So, in theory, what we should be doing is move here, get an evade, right? And then I should use running shot. I think we just go here.
Quick.
Get that extra 50%, uses up. I think it uses the evade stack. I'm not sure if it consumes it, actually. And then he can come back here. It's full cover. He has an evade. And we go from there. Onslaught here doesn't quite reach, unfortunately. And I don't know that I'm going to be able to take out either of these guys straight away. Let's see here. Not quite going to be the damage we need. But maybe we go with the blind and get the free move action. And then I'll look to, like, run her back here somewhere.
You took your eye off the prize.
Problem with this is I don't know if she's going to have the distance. She's not. She's not going to have the distance at all. So we're going to do an unfortunate dangle here. But that guy is blinded. That guy said an Overwatch.
Not so fast.
And our Blade Storm. The blinded, I guess he probably just wanted to get in range because his shots were so bad. This is the new ability of the Fallen that ignores armor. We haven't run into that yet. Let's just take this shot, I think. It's only 40%. I don't love it. I don't love it. I'll try it again.
Damn.
240%, so that's actually sort of rare. I'm going to throw on an evade stack here. And then I'll go for this punch. Because we're going to trigger the Overwatch using the evade. And then we need Eddie. Oh. Why do I have an extra shot here? Oh, I used the stick. Did I use the stick and move? I don't know if I did or not.
You know your place.
But we'll take that. We'll take that. Everything went exactly as planned. Exactly as planned.
What do we have here?
Heads of state and aristocrats from all across Europe attended the wedding of the Duke of Hensau and the Marchesa of Pentadatillo on Friday, including Lord Wolfram Felix Joseph Strum, that's a name, who has not attended such an occasion for several years. Lord Strum made waves while toasts were being raised, and he presented the happy couple with their wedding present, a tremendous cartouche of lapis and gold, recovered from a hidden tomb in his recent Egyptian dig. Pretty decent wedding gift, if you ask me. Okay, nobody took any damage, so those bandages can't be used. Oh, sneaky. What is this? Smoke bomb. Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's drop this, and I will take a smoke bomb.
But it sure as hell works.
There's also some stuff over there we need to get to. Is this a door that opens? It is not.
Yeah, I can use this.
The waves lap at the pier, rhythmic, inviting, a dare, an invitation. How wide, how deep can the ocean be? Come find out. No. No. We will not be doing that. No swimming for us. Another smoke bomb. Here's what we'll do, okay? We're gonna go ahead and drop our bandages. We can always come back and get these if we need to heal, but we'll take the items that we could immediately use. Ooh. Let's stay away from them. What's this? Scroll graffiti. Soldiers go home. Vox Populi. Okay, is this guy like, is he on us right now? What's up, man? We're gonna get caught for sure.
Let's split up.
Oh, I might be able to take him actually.
Got one down.
All right, sick. That'll teach him. Don't go investigating on your own. I don't suppose this opens. No. Okay, the cargo docks. Oh, hello. We've got a lot of action here, actually. And there's our friend. Well, hopefully soon to be friend, anyways. We still have a bunch of these takedown options that I think we should utilize. I feel like if we're not leaving the level with all of these things used, we've kind of made it
Stay put.
more difficult on ourselves for no reason. I might actually just go with this here.
Nap time.
Now, does that... Okay, that didn't alert them. So we actually have quite a bit of leeway there with the distance that they will pick up on the sounds. We can play around this oil, but I don't really have any fire bombs or anything. More bandages there. Don't know if we want to be fighting in this position necessarily.
That's not right.
Oh, they see the bodies. Oh, God. Okay, this might be a situation where we do this again.
Lights out.
Let's go, move, move. Move.
Sit tight.
Let's see if I can snag another one here. Oh, God. Okay. We were getting a little bit aggressive there, I suppose. This is fine. This is actually more than fine. So he now has that passive ability that can mark, right? So if we go into recon here, we can see he's got set him up. Eddie's attacks grant a 25% chance to cause marked, which is excellent. And if we go more info here, can we highlight that? No, that would be sick, but that just makes them easier to hit. So let's go dual shoot here. 90% times 2 works for me. And we crit once, so he gets that extra ammo, and we got the marked, which makes him easier to hit. The question is, can I hit him from here? I got a 60%, so I'm gonna take this shot, which worked. And then we'll move, but I don't mind if he, like, becomes a target. I'm a little concerned that he could get flanked, but the enemies that we can see are a little bit further away. So what we'll do here, we'll move her up. She can come in and take him out, get the extra action. What I'm really looking forward to is, like, we're going to get a new agent, and then we're going to work them into our current strategy. Our current strategy right now, pretty obvious, right? But now as we get people, we're going to have to change that and layer it. And my goal is to try to experiment with as many agents as we can. And not rely just on one kind of A team, which is sometimes easier said than done. Now, she's probably fine here. She's probably fine here. I'm actually going to shuffle her up here and get her into position to move up top. Oh, wow. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Are we going to be able to get any shots here is the real question. Honestly, I don't think so. I don't think so. And maybe our play here is not to take this fight while we're on the low ground, because they're going to have all the advantages of high ground. What I might do is just do a dash here, so he gets the double evades. We'll throw an evade on to her, and then I think I might actually even keep her there, or do I encourage her to get them to come down? Yeah, I'll encourage them to come down here. There is a potentially weird flank there, and then we'll smoke our group like this. All right. So we have double evade, one evade, no evade, but smoke. And it's the guys with the guns that I'm mostly concerned about right now. Okay, this seems fine. Light 'em up looks pretty good here. Do we have range of everybody? Yeah, so there's 1, there's 2, there's 3. He's got 5 ammo.
Come on out now.
Yeah, we'll take that. So they're all marked and flush out triggers, so they all have to move. Now that can backfire, I suppose. That is something I should keep in mind. That if they abandon their cover, that might mess up our plan. So it's just something to think about. This cooldown, I should probably get it going. And it deals bonus damage against marked targets, so we should use that here. I'm still in the smoke. Yeah, this is gonna kill one. Let's take this on the further target. Ooh, and the crit. All right. Tactically, I'm pretty happy with the way things are going at this exact moment. So let's move and get an evade stack, because we're gonna go to kill this guy. So I'm not concerned about the cover. So we get the extra damage there, and then she can finish him. Get that AP back. And I'll just move her back into here. Still have the smoke cover. Throw down an evade as well for extra protection. That, flushing him from cover and him running up top is actually insanely helpful. And Eddie's just laughing back here. He's in such a good position. This has worked out extremely well. This is a 0%er over there. We're just gonna leave that be.
Let 'em have it.
I do feel like our smoke is gonna dissipate here. That's an unfortunate miss, big time. This, I guess we could do this. This is a ranged ability. It doesn't look like it's using ammo. It's still some damage, so I could get something out here.
How do you like that?
We'll take that instead of the reload. And then Eddie, if he were to come over here, how many enemies remaining? So there's another one up top there I do have to be considering. But what we'll do is this. So I'm going to move her right next to him so that Eddie can take this position. Then we get that evade stack. And then we do the running shot to get the extra damage.
And God.
Gotta love it. And then he gets to move again. Let's start with this. Okay, so she's got the extra AP now. And I actually think I'm just going to throw an evade here. Because if this guy comes down and wants to attack, totally fine. And then if I go here, I could draw an attack from this guy, because he'll be like, oh, he's easier to hit than Eddie is. And we know how that's going to go down.
Yikes.
Beautiful. Okay, so remember that card, the undrawn hand that we put on him? If he gets attacked and they miss, they get extra stress. That's really cool on him because of the evade stacks. So now we do a reload here.
Reloading.
The fog is gone. That's fine. We still have barrage, but we're not going to use that just yet. I'll put one there and one here. Set them up and marked. Beautiful. Can she do this? She's right next to him. Actually, so it's not going to be enough unless we crit. But because we don't have to move, she can just do it twice. And we'll still get the extra AP. So then we can start moving to get closer to Celestine. And here what we'll do, running shots on cooldown. Good. What do I want to do here? So I think we can get a little bit of damage. But I'm gonna full dangle here, right? Like I want him to be like, man, that's such an easy target. Why would I shoot at anyone else ever? He bit. He bit. There's the stress again. Oh!
Christ.
Oh yeah, okay. Smart. I didn't think about that. Or maybe I overthought it. In the sense that he's gonna get the two actions, because it's one to go and punch and then shoot as well. Now, in a way, I kind of want to demonstrate the stress here if we can. So I'm gonna do something maybe a little unorthodox, just to see if we can get his stress to proc. Just gonna move him. We'll get her like way over here. And then all I'm gonna do is move twice and get double evades. And now let's see if we can trigger the stress thing. So we move to reload. That's probably not ideal. Too bad for him. Okay, so let's do this. Let's make contact.
Come on. Locke sent us to get you out of here.
I am Celestine, yes. My blades and I are ready for the fight.
Yeah, cool. Okay, and we'll do the same thing here just to try and demo this. So, quick review of her skills. She has Mesmerize. This is her signature ability. She entrances the target, converting them to an ally for a round, which is insanely strong. When Celestine uses the Coup de Grace ability, she regains one signature charge. So what is Coup de Grace? I don't know if we have that in here yet. I'll have to check what that is. Adder's Kiss is her melee attack, a cruel stabbing attack that deals damage and inflicts extra poison damage on enemies with toxic weakness. Occult Gambit, she has a gamble ability. She'll either gain an AP or 3 stress. This ability costs 0 AP, so pretty good. And then Evade, she just can gain evade stack. So as an example, let's gamble here and see what happens.
I am ready.
Well, she took the stress, which is excellent. It's just fantastic. But she eventually gets some ways to deal with stress, so it's not too much of an issue. We don't really need the bandages. I'll just get him up top. We'll do a little reload here.
Sure is a lot of firepower around here. Why'd they want you dead so bad?
They want me dead because I am unfinished business. Not unlike your Monsieur Locke.
Yeah. Okay, so there's an evade. So now his stress is maxed. Here we go. So they've suffered a stress break. Battle takes its toll. Everyone on the field, both agents and enemies, accumulate stress during combat, displayed as a meter just above the health meter. When a stress meter fills up, that poor so-and-so suffers a stress break. When enemies stress break, human enemies will flee combat and cower. Now, non-human enemies will go berserk and attack anything in their path, even other enemies. So, broken enemies will come to their senses in a few turns. Any agent can knock out a broken enemy with a finisher ability that appears on their ability bar when within range. So check this out. So now we have the finisher ability, attack a broken target, killing them instantly. Now with Scions, it damages them, but it doesn't insta-kill them. So that is something to keep in mind.
Challenge.
So what's really cool about that,
Feed him up for you, kid.
obviously,
Don't forget it.
is that you can deal
Right
with
this way.
high HP enemies really well.
I'm good. I mean, I've had worse.
Because you can deal with them via increasing their stress and not have to just punch through all of the HP. It's going to be situationally more or less valuable, I guess you'd say. But definitely something to keep in the back of your mind. And with this undrawn hand card that we have on Latif, it's quite perfect for right now. And we can probably abuse that for a while, especially on these early levels. Okay, we've got some lore here, a notebook page, handwritten, tight, neat script. Dreams of spears, danger is coming. So this must be like a date? Followed from cabaret, must strengthen my wards. Saw G at show, her mind is clouded. Compromised? Spears again, dripping blood. G at show again, asked me to join her in absinthe after. I could feel her disappointment when I refused. No sleep. Who is G working for? No connection to my target, but insists on getting close to me. A good friend or a bad spy? Interesting. Here's a mote of fate.
Found the card.
Got a card. Absolutely will take that. Thank you very much. And everybody can group now. You can also join us. Now, she's a sneak, so you notice when she goes into hiding there, she gets some additional protection. Now, here we've got a second wind, which ultimately doesn't really matter now. But depending on how you take these fights, you would get these things refreshed and your signature abilities refreshed. Stenciled onto each crate in thick white paint, fragile, valuable antiques. All right, I'm pretty confident that we have everything we need here. Can we drop down there? No. That was fun. So these early levels are a little bit shorter. Eventually, they're going to get a little bit longer, and things will become a little bit more intense. But
let us see what remains of the Lamplighters League.
what I'm trying to do in these early levels is sort of demonstrate different mechanics or ideas as much as we can, and just like fully experiment, use everybody's stuff. I guess one thing we need to try a bit more, and I should not hold them as much as the signature abilities, because the levels are shorter. So the Banished Court's already closed in on Celestine, the last surviving member of the Couronne de Laurier, but my agents freed her. Together, the four of them fought off her pursuers and escaped. Celestine will make a powerful agent, but I must be cautious with her for her sake as well as mine. The powers wielded by the Couronne de Laurier are not to be taken lightly. So we got supplies. We get one card for completion and one that we found, 8 skill points, and Celestine is on the squad. We'll have to look for other opportunities to get the combat medic that we passed on. So we'll keep our eyes open. Okay, beautiful. So what did we get? The Reaper level 2 and the Club level 2. This is going to be good. The Reaper. This agent recovers 21 health after killing an enemy. Oh, wow. Interesting. Loses 7 HP at the end of each round. So you would have to be... So as long as you kill somebody once every 3 rounds at least, then you're net neutral. That's very interesting to me. And the Club, melee ability, deal 5 damage and shred armor. So this is a separate ability. Let's see. The Tyrant, the Fallen, And we could discard these things to get ink, but I don't think so. I mean, either one of these is interesting here. The club is like... This is fine. I like that it can shred armor, though. I just don't love who I have to put it on. Celestine here. I don't love it. But Reaper quite clearly should go here, because we do use her to kind of finish off enemies a lot. And she's the one that would technically be closer to enemies most of the time because of how we're using her. So I think we'll
One
give
blow to
her
the nose.
Reaper.
That's all it should take.
And then here, we'll just give this to her. And if we have to switch this later, like, totally fine. If I was to replace this here, then I'm pretty sure this gets turned to ink.
Threats are unnecessary for one who knows the old words.
Okay, doke. Now, we still don't have the Scion activities happening yet, but I imagine that's going to happen soon.
Howdy, Locke. Got someone here who's real keen to meet you.
I love how, like, this is just going to eventually get full of people because there's so many agents.
So it is true. The last of the Lamplighters League is still alive. Why now, Locke? After all these years?
Because I need your help. You know the danger the Banished Court poses. You've seen it with your own eyes. But it's even worse than you may know. They've found the tower.
Now, is Locke still boozing? That's the question. We don't know.
I know. The world is all but doomed.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What was that about the end of the world?
He did not even tell his fellow Lamplighters, yet he asks for my trust.
These three are not true Lamplighters. They are mercenaries in my employ.
Though the undrawn hand did respond to them.
They are a last resort in a desperate hour. Our only chance left to keep the tower and what lies within it out of the court's hands.
I'm not interested in your personal affairs. I'm just here because the money's good.
For now. Eventually, it'll become personal.
But I think we deserve to know what you mean by the world is doomed.
We do live on it, after all.
Just tell them, Locke. They'll probably believe you. They did see Nicastro do some freaky stuff in Marseille.
Here is the truth, then. Do with it what you will. I told you there's an energy source at the top of the tower. I told you the source is unstable, and the court cannot harness it without careful preparation.
This source has many names. I was taught to call it the Bright Storm. The uninitiated call it magic.
The Undrawn Hand, Lady Nicastro, your new teammate here. They all channel the Bright Storm. But if a person stood at the top of the tower, they could control the Bright Storm, and with it, control reality itself.
I see that look, but it's true. And I don't know about you, but I'd rather not live in a reality tailor-made to Nicastro, Marteau, or Strum's liking.
Well, guess Mr. Locke was right, Captain. I don't believe you.
I don't expect you to believe me. I expect you to believe in my money. Is that acceptable?
For what you're paying, you don't have to twist my arm.
Then, let us proceed to the next job. With 4 agents, we can move on 2 fronts. 3 of you will run another extraction. This time, the target is someone who can help me here on the island to prepare you for missions. While that is underway, the 4th of you will undertake a different kind of operation. You will pursue a lead on a lost artifact known as a keystone.
Okay. I already regret asking, but a keystone is...
A keystone is a piece left behind when the tower was uprooted from the earth 10,000 years ago.
uprooted. How do you uproot a tower?
Oh, you just pull it out.
That is a subject of much debate. But we now know it exists in a space between space, just beyond humanity's reach. There is only one way to enter it. Gather 4 keystones and form them in the shape of a door. But all that will come later. Focus on this first keystone. Now, it is time to decide who belongs on what job.
So, clearly, we're getting introduced to splitting up our squad and undertaking multiple objectives at one time. With a fourth agent, we can fight the Banished Court on multiple fronts. This week, while 3 agents run another mission, the fourth will undertake a search expedition to find the location of a keystone. See the world map for details. We have a couple things to do before that. Let's talk to Celestine.
Excuse me. I must meditate.
Just a moment, darling. It sounds like you know all about this business with the Lamplighters League and the Banished Court both competing for the tower.
The Lamplighters? An ally of necessity only. My business is with the Banished Court.
What about this storm that Locke says is in the tower? How does that work?
The tower at the end of the world was there when the Earth was new. Though it is rarely seen and cannot be placed on a map, it reaches beyond the clouds, beyond the sky, beyond the realm of dust and clay, into the bright storm, source of all occult powers, including my own.
So you believe in magic?
Mais Dieu, what use are you in this fight if you do not even believe what is before your own eyes?
Gotta admit, that hypnosis of hers is uncanny.
All right. Then who are the Banished Court? Rival magicians?
They are spiders in a web, whispers behind a throne. Zorana Nicastro, Trace Marteau, and Wolfram Strum have everything and want more. Everything profane, everything sacred. If they ascend the tower and seize that which lies at its crown, there will be nothing they cannot do. The world would wither in their grasp, and they would not care, for it will be theirs, and that is all that matters to them.
Is that all?
Rich and mean. Oldest story in the book.
Cherish your ignorance. You will miss it when it is gone.
So another cool reason of getting Celestine early is her connection to the whole plot. It's a little bit more significant than others, being able to kind of channel some of the magic and stuff.
The next time a rich old man hires me to find a tower and then tells me it's full of magic, remind me to ask him for proof that tower even exists in the first place.
Let me put your mind at ease. It's all bull. None of it's real but the money. What was that, Mr. Sawyer?
Don't get me wrong. If I had a nickel every time some son of a gun told me the world was gonna end, I wouldn't need this job. But I've seen some things in my time I can't explain. And I'm not just talking about that new gal.
So Mr. Sawyer here believes in fairy tales. Good to know. Don't tell me you do too, Gentleman Jin.
I am smart enough to know I don't know everything. Yet, that's why I keep my eyes open. But the gentleman Jin doesn't have time to go on wild goose chases for imaginary ruins.
Cut to the chase. Are you walking or not?
That depends. Would you miss me?
Uh-oh.
Terribly. So try this on. While the rest pull another extraction, one of us is about to go search for this keystone. Sounds like it's some kind of key or wayfinder to the tower. And who knows? It might be quite a treasure in its own right.
I'm in for whatever Locke cooks up. So long as the money stays good.
I don't like any of this. But I am curious about these keystones.
Good men. Now come on. Let's get paid.
And lastly, we'll talk to Locke.
Celestine. Is that your name? Or a code name?
Is there a difference?
Sometimes I wonder that myself.
Here is what I wonder. Can you do this time what must be done?
I won't speak ill of the dead, but neither will I repeat their mistakes. No half measures this time, to the ruin of the great houses. All of them, or to the death.
So this is not the first time this has happened.
I have no choice but to believe you. There is no one else left.
As to that, how long has it been since your handler died?
Since Mars was last in the 13th house.
That you haven't fallen in all that time. She would be proud. You should know that here, if and when the time comes, someone will catch you.
Pretty words, but one does not live this long in the cold without making arrangements of one's own.
Okay, so let's go to the agents real quick here. And let's go over to Celestine and take a look at what she has going on. So her assassin's daggers here inflict poison damage. As deadly with her mind as she is with poison daggers, Celestine terrifies her enemies by inflicting stress and uses mesmerism to force them to fight on her behalf. So if we look at her skills, we have Mesmerize. It's her signature ability. We can convert them to an ally for a round. That's super strong, not just because we might get some offensive potential out of them, but because that becomes another target for the enemy, and usually enemies are around each other. So if we mesmerize one, it's very likely that the other enemies will try to take them down. Cruel Release. It's a passive ability, so deal +1 stress upon landing a crit, and you regain 1 signature charge upon performing a coup de grace. Here is her Curse ability. So places a debilitating hex on a target, dealing a stress and applying Cursed. Cursed is a debuff, so when this unit is attacked, they receive additional stress. So the idea here is you put stress on, maybe you use Eddie's double shot and they get extra stress. I don't know if that would count as 2 separate attacks for this, but we can try it. This lasts for a round. The Occult Gambit. So you either get an extra AP or 3 stress. Early on in the mission, I think this is really worth gambling on. It's 50-50, and it doesn't cost you anything to try. And then you have Evade, obviously. So if we're looking here, where was it? +1 signature charge upon performing a coup de grace. So do we have that anywhere in here? Let's see. Either way, we're going to take this. We're going to take the Curse for sure. Precision, crit chance +10%. I actually think that maybe coup de grace could be related to her critting. It could be that. Let's see. Whenever Celestine attacks a poisoned enemy, she heals a stress. So that would be good to offset some of the Occult Gambit, right? Whispering Knife is a range debuff, deals damage and inflicts poison. And then when she attacks the poisoned enemies, she heals a stress. Here's the crit chances. Like, do we just give all of these points to her? I don't hate it. Here's that kind of Blade Storm thing as well, the melee Overwatch. Let's go Whispering Knife, and let's go Satisfaction here. I think that's totally fine. Okay, I will look up the coup de grace as well, and make sure that we have that understood. Okay, let's check out the world map. In addition to running missions, agents must also conduct search expeditions to keep tabs on the Banished Court's activities and source supplies for Locke's operations. Searches run concurrently with a mission, and the assigned agents return at the same time, but an agent can be assigned to either a mission or a search in a single week, not both. Most searches require intel, which are some of the things we picked up in those missions. This first search expedition will have an agent chase down a lead on the location of a mysterious artifact known as a keystone. On the world map, select the pin for the keystone search to assign an agent to it, then send the 3 remaining agents on another mission. So, yeah. Let's see here. Court search expedition. So this is the one we need to send somebody on. That's fine. And then we'll have a choice of the other 2 missions. So here's a recruitment for Mother Amina to access health and healing upgrades from the hideout. This is an ally, not an agent. Yeah, so that's kind of neat. That's kind of neat. And who's over here? Weaponsmith ally to access weapon upgrades from the hideout. Ugh, are we gonna go all like offense? We haven't chosen any healing, but so far we've been okay. I do kind of want to go weapon upgrades, I think. I think that would be cool. Yeah. Okay, so let's do this. We're going to assign an agent. And I think I'll assign Latif. Obviously, I'm going to miss his easy evades, but we have another sneak in Celestine, so I think...
the court has
let's do that.
Eyes everywhere.
And then we'll go here to try and get the weaponsmith ally, Danis Belfort. This is going to introduce grenadiers, which we can understand is going to be a little bit of a problem. Equipment-wise, is there anything? We don't have anything to use. We could buy some stuff, I suppose. I have a smoke bomb there. So let's go to the supplier.
Good out there, champ.
I'll buy 1 firebomb, and I'll buy some bandages. I think that's fine. We've got a lot of supplies. I don't want to really waste them. I did talk about not using them or not buying too many of them, but If it helps some of the early parts of the fight, then I think that's fine. Let's go firebomb on him. And then we'll put the bandages on Celestine. So this will be our group. Eddie, Ingrid, Celestine. Wish me luck, everybody. This should be fun. We will see you next time. Bye for now.